Good morning. And welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn walk tube video. It is 7:52 a.m. 23rd of March 2026. This is part 2 for today. It is currently 24.6 degrees Celsius, feels like, oh, just changed, 24.8 degrees Celsius, feels like 29.4, 94% humidity, 37.6 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. yesterday. Going across the Jubilee Bridge, see if any of the graffiti's been removed. The part back there has been removed on the ground. Johnson River. We've just walked over Dalrymple Esplanade and a few other streets over Innisfail Estate and back. Fitzgerald Esplanade and places like that over the Geraldton Bridge. So check that out. That's part 1. Part 2 is this one. So want to check that out. Just keep the camera facing this way because there's people coming. Out of respect, like we always do, towards the public wharf and all that, and the boat ramp. Johnston River, South Johnston River. Going across towards Dalrymple Esplanade now. Continue along across the Jubilee Bridge. Lighting's not the greatest facing this way at the moment, as you can see. Let's see. Oh, the graffiti's gone. It is gone. It was all along here. Yeah. Graffiti's gone. Yeah. Oh, that's good to see. Oh, someone jogging along, but I thought I'd show this. Morning. Yeah, there was graffiti off and on all the way along here. It's good to see it gone. How long before the clowns put some more graffiti along here? Not the smartest thing to do, but that's what people do. So we'll go down and under. There's the Innisfail Bowls Club, Blonde Bowls. You're right. Not multiple manners. So I appreciate it, young mate. Face the camera the other way so I don't show him, of course. And he's a young fella, me lad. Remember that old saying, fella, me lad. Bit of graffiti still up here. That old mate go. Or young mate. Old mate, OL. Yeah, a bit slippery. Yeah, bit of graffiti just here. Postcodes and things. It's silly. This was cleaned off a little bit. Now they've got graffiti here again. Here. Underneath of the bridge. Face the camera the other way, out of respect. There's Coronation Drive. I like people having manners and respect. Like that. I apologise for getting in the shot. Tom Uran Way, Honourable Tom Uran MP, Federal Minister for Local Government and Administrative Services, 20th of May 1987. That's when the original pathway was built. Back at the Jubilee Bridge. Okay. Brighten the footage up a little bit. Yeah, blue skies. up there. Excellent. Fitness equipment through here. A lot later than when I usually walk down here, but I usually haven't done Dalrymple as well. So, got time to fill in anyway, so it's all good. All good. Take our time so we can see details, all that jazz, and the different ways of saying it. The way the lighting looks over here. The light posts and that. Oh, public seating. Last time I come along, this needed a good clean. I wouldn't sit there. I have in the past when it's been cleaner. A bit easier to clean. Better quality than the old wooden seats that rot and deteriorate. This one got written on there too. I just hope it doesn't start raining out of the blue, because it does happen. It's more this one opposite Fitzgerald Street that I've sat on prior. They're good to have here, but it'd be nice to have a bin right next to it. Well, a couple of meters away, so it doesn't smell as much when you're sitting there. I don't know how average Joe blows, because the bins are our home normal bins are too small. I've seen people come along and dump rubbish in just normal public bins. They're garbage bag full of rubbish. Like that lady doing that at Fred Jury Rest area, the old drive reviver. Oh, they're doing work up here. There we go. A bit more pipes and things. There's been a lot of work on, I guess it's sewage pipes, I'm not too sure. Fitzgerald Street. Just there. One of these seats. So I've got to beat the school. People going to the school. So I've got to hurry up and get past the school. Of course I can face the camera the opposite way. It'd be nice to show what they're doing at the school. So they're up near Benwell Street or Bartle, whichever one it is. Guess we'll find out. We'll try and end up going down River Avenue. See how I feel once I get up there. I mean, I've got to go the same distance back, so I might as well go across. There's a 4 on there. Wonder why. Doing that on the new pathway. Lady with 2 dogs coming along, so I'll have to turn the camera the other way once we get up closer. As we do. Oh, it'd be nice to be able to show houses and different things along the way, but people's privacy and all that, you can't do it. Yeah, so you can look back and see what was around. If I have to turn the camera certain ways, then, you know, that's how it goes. Then you see stuff like that. Or if I'm facing the camera straight ahead and it has to show. Okay. Thanks. Morning. This one's Benmore, the next one's Basel, so they're doing the work at Basel Street. She stopped them. Let me go past. Road closed ahead. Glad they put this railing here. I know I've mentioned it before, but it's so good they put it here. It wasn't very smart the way they just left it. Oh, they've got to do what they've got to do. And the timing they've got. Growing all this stuff to cover up the view. Sort of strange, but anyway. Bamboo Creek Bridge, which we'll go over later in the video. All goes to plan. Yeah, Bartle Street here. Local traffic only. So this becomes a partial update video showing that. FDH Equipment Proprietary Limited, plant and equipment hire. Written on that truck. Oh, Stan Teller, if you know, you know. Going up to Shoe Street, in line with Shoe Street. I'm not going to go up there, of course. SCHEU, Shoe Street. It's a very, very steep street, as you'll see as I go past. Crazy. So where the nice tree canopy is. Yeah, it's starting to grow back. Just had to cut some of it back when they were doing the pathway. Needs a good clean along here. So it's going to be slippery. Like Dalrymple needs a good clean. The pathway along there. The way they're designed seems to be that they're on an angle so that water just flows over it. Then if it doesn't dry, it makes it all mouldy and musty and yuck, slippery. Now we're up to the school on the turn off to Merlion Road. Close to that. Oh, yeah, quite slippery just there. See it all here. Where it'd be all slippery. And the next seat. The seats to the left in this spot. Old mooring for a boat. I remember a boat sunk there years ago. I remember seeing it in the water. It's Johnson River, nice and muddy. So we'll probably end up at about 15 kilometres. This needs to be cut back. Oh. It's been like this for a while, some of this. I know the bamboo along behind the school's been horrible. And that's another spot where there's quite often lots of mosquitoes and that. Not good for the school. With mosquito-borne diseases and whatever. Which way to Merlin Road. If you're new to the area and you're wondering where it is, or you're just wondering where I am in conjunction to it all, or in relation to it all. Blue Cays over the road up there, and the Tropical Vets, Tropical Vets is just here in the corner. Oh, there's a smell here too. A dead seafood smell. Ugh, not nice. This Innisfail State School coming up. It'll be up my left when we're going past. Don't so much we can show because there might be students there already. 8:08 AM. I think a lot of it we won't be able to see due to they've got stuff up so you can't see. See how this is flowing in this weather. Don't know how well we'll be able to show it. Flowing pretty fast. Goes out into the Johnston River. Anyway, so the bamboo here, this is Innisfail State School. Yeah, this is very slippery. Still needs to be cut back a lot more. But right up the end was terrible when I came along on the bike last time. Shout out to James for helping out with that, with the bike. Couple of weeks, should be able to get it fixed. It's going to take about a month for the tube to arrive. This is a specialty tube you've got to have for that particular weight limit of bike. You can see here how muddy and yuck this is. Hopefully that gets fully fixed up and they do the fence up and that. And it's terrible. One of the soccer balls still up here that was here the last few times. Yeah, I wonder what they're actually building, doing, to have needed to make this much mess. I think they were doing up some of the classrooms. Yeah, I don't see the soccer ball here this time. Yeah, some of the bamboo must have been cut back, so I don't see it now as full on as it was. It needs to be cut back regularly because it grows so fast. Like next time I come along, if they haven't done it again, it'll be over again. Pretty full on. Needs a whole new fence along here, a taller fence, like about as high as that temporary fencing over there. Wouldn't go astray. Safety, especially at a school like Gundy State School's done. That higher fencing. Rock walls may be unstable. To avoid risk or injury, do not cross. Or do not climb or cross wall. That's what it says. It's not about Johnson Shire Council. Still covered up by some of the vines and things, weeds, etc. Yeah, I've got rid of the murals at the preschool. Yeah, this here getting pretty wild. So to attract snakes and things.
Kilometers. 1 hour 29 minutes 27 seconds. 9,768 steps. Heart rate 132 beats
7
per
kilometers.
minute.
Back where we just came from. I don't know why they don't get rid of the bamboo along here altogether. Must be a reason why they don't. Or at least cut it right back so it doesn't grow back as fast. Right, this part here is going to be a bit on the slippery slide. A bit slippery, as you could tell. Worse than Dalrymple, but still. These branches that have fallen down could do with cleaning up. So we've got 79% battery left, so we should be able to get all the way back into town along River Avenue with that. Shouldn't be too bad. As long as the battery doesn't all of a sudden start going down. Another place where there used to be a boat mooring, all that down there. Like a tinny of some sort over there. Looks abandoned. One day I hope to come along here and they've made a pathway beside all this. That's a bit nicer. Because you walk along here and all the blue metal and all that crusher dust and different stuff all goes up and comes in the back of your shoes. Reflects up when you walk. Probably the first time I've ever come along here and someone's driven down here. After all these years. Probably the first or second time. There you go, Jack Ferguson Place. Graham Street, Marty Street up there, and Merlin Road. See where this tree's falling down. And back where we just came from. Yeah, looks like rain coming, so if all of a sudden we have to stop the video, well, you know why. Certainly looks like rain coming. Still a fair bit to go on Coronation Drive, so we'll see how we go. I do have the water resistant camera, waterproof camera with me that I can switch over to if I have to. It's like hibiscus. Bit of paradise. See down to the Johnston River. Straight out of the way because there's a person coming on the actual road part, walking along. It's that pine tree, yeah, just up here. Certain times of year there's pine cones everywhere, pine needles all over the pathway. Oh. Yeah, the smell along here, it's not the greatest at the moment, not the nicest. Morning. Yeah, there's a pine tree here. Yeah, watch out for pine cones. You don't want to get hit by pine cones. Turner Street to my left. The part we always avoid because it's so steep. Riverside. It's got Riverside written on here. It used to be Riverside Bed and Breakfast at one stage. I don't know. People might just live there now. Used to be a basketball hoop on that pole. Nice flowers along here. Yeah, Riverside 95 Coronation Drive has got in there. Showing these flowers in a lot of detail over the time. See bees and that flying around there. Okay, I've had sunburn cream on. Whew. I'm coming. So we'll turn the camera in a sec to get down the slippery dip part. Morning. Some of the local short film Emo Eli was shot down here in this location. Very nice spot, especially when it's dry. Quick photo. Johnston River through there. Johnston River. Stop the recording and zoom back out. This is the way the camera works. Yeah, it's still very overcast, so I've got to hurry up and get going, but we'll just quickly show back. Yeah, you can see that it would be really nice here in nice weather. Very hot and humid like it is now, if not worse. There's the fitness equipment that was put in I think it was either last year or the year before. Not too long ago. I don't see many people using this stuff. I've seen the one over Dalrymple being used, and the one down near the Jubilee Bridge. I've seen that being used. This one here needs a cover over it because it gets very dirty from the tree.
Total 8 kilometers. 1 hour 42 minutes 28 seconds. 11,217 steps. Heart rate 131 beats per minute.
Like I said before, if it cuts out all of a sudden, you know it's because it's rained and I've just had to put it away in a hurry. Or the battery's run out. Shouldn't, but you just never know. Shouldn't run out. So back where we just came from. And get more detail. Centenary Bridge. Mango Tree Caravan Park through here, which has been up for sale. Sorry about the coughing. Throat's starting to go a bit yuck from all the breeze going in my throat when I talk. These slippery stairs. Not exactly fun. I guess I got the railing close by to hold on to, just in case. Centenary Bridge. Coming up. Down to Coronation Drive. So over the edge there, pathway. We were just before. Oh, a lot of breeze off those trucks. We'll be at River Avenue shortly. Oh, camera went a bit silly there. Other side. Trains North bus. School bus, I would say. Nearly in the middle of the bridge. 3.5. There's Backhouse Street over there. Down and over. Yeah, Backhouse. Right, road down on the bike. Have a look. Never Foundation. Used to be known as Bambunda, that spot. River Avenue. As always, any photos that I take will end up on the end of the video if they turned out good. Railing needs tightening. It's a bit wobbly. Slippery here too. Under the Centenary Bridge. But they put railing on here too for safety. Like over Coronation. Oh, new steps and that would be great too. So I'm going to get down what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to. Hello, doggy. Just doesn't stop. Well, the council allowed that Cowboys Avenue sign to be there. I've got nothing against it being there, it's just not a real legit sign. So this is River Avenue. I'd like this bike path to go all the way out to Warrina and South Johnson would be great. All the way out there would be great. Back where we just came from and towards the Centenary Bridge. Yeah, if this went all the way out to Warrina, South Johnson and that, you get a lot more people exercise walking or riding. It'd be a lot safer than the way it currently is. not much of a shoulder on the way out there to ride safely, as you can see in some of my ride videos. A lot of insects along here. Always brushing them away. There's a lot of tree roots growing through all this too, so if you're riding along at night you may not see them, and all of a sudden to dunk. Some further down as well, which really need to be fixed up. So this is part 2. Part 1 was over the Geraldton Bridge along can't even think, Dalrymple, Esplanade, and around a few different spots, and then back across the Geraldton Bridge, along Fitzgerald Esplanade, down the riverfront, and then across. Yeah, and that was it, yeah. And then this one's Jubilee, Coronation, Centenary, and now River Avenue, and then Bamboo Creek Bridge, etc. Oh, 9 kilometers.
Heart rate 136 beats per minute.
Table and chairs. A lot of the time they're covered in green ants. Especially the ones up here. The one up here. Yeah, all here is where a lot of tree roots grow through. It gets very bumpy. And just here, a lot more of it. Probably can't tell on video, but yeah, it's very bumpy here. And broken pathway just here. Where the tree roots are going through. And here where some more tree roots growing through. go across to the River Avenue. Whoa. I want to show all these things hanging off the tree. Very slippery here too. It doesn't dry because of the tree and that. It takes a long time to dry. Turn back to the tree. So about the runny nose, but it's this time of the year. The hotter it gets, the more sweaty I get, the more my nose runs. So bear with me. Where all those high trees are across there, behind that is where the old Innisfail State High School was. So if you're new to here and you go along Stitch Street and you see the old school there, you know what it is. It's Innisfail, the old Innisfail State High School. And recreational centre's there, and there's a gym. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Mormons have their church in the old admin building. Old office, school office. Look at all this moss growing on this tree. Wow. Wonder if it's any relation to Warwick moss. If you know, you know. Well, that was a bright idea. If you know the reference, let us know in the comments. Like someone knowing the George Costanza reference the other week and commenting in the comments, which I appreciate. We'll go across and see where they've done the pipes and stuff over corner of Stitt and River Avenue. It'd be nice if there was a pathway that went across to there. See this crane. Or whatever it is. Yeah, crane. They should have had a pathway across there when the school was still around. I was still using that as the school. All this on here. I'll kick it off. Go, it's over there now. Starting to get blisters. It has been a little while since I've done this sort of walk, so sort of anticipated that literally. as I expected, in other words. River Drive Caravan Park, which is closed down. Might poke the camera over the fence and have a look. There's Stitch Street. You go down there to Reborn Recreational Centre, you'll see the signage when it's open. Always got signage out. We'll have a look across the fence here. I can't see what the camera's seeing, so bear with me. Council Caravan Park. River Drive Caravan Park signage. Photo all three of that. You never know. One day it'll be gone. We'll go across here so we can have a look at what they've done over here. This is part of the Bruce Highway. We're not going all the way down Sixth Street or anything, we're just going to go to where this pathway is. It's a new part. Another spot where the crusher dust or whatever it is flicks up into the back of your shoes. This whole pathway really needs to be redone, cleaned off. This here needs to be cut back. All this part here. $110-year anniversary of South Johnson State School Sent sale, 6th of June. I don't know if that's this year or if that's there from last year. If it had the year on it, it'd be easier to tell. Nice plants to my left. So we've got Caravan Park, signage and things. The old entrance. Lower guys in there. Gates open. I'd love to be allowed in there to get full-on video before it's gone. Ida Street. Frangipani tree in the corner. There's Ida Street. Reminds me of Ida Makes a Movie. Kids at Degrassi Street. Innisfail storage at the end. Yeah, passion fruit along here. Thought I'd noticed that in the past. Oh, passion fruit. Passion fruit vine. Ah, they got the sign back up at Eslick Street. Because last time I come along, the sign was gone. Just put a new sign in at Eslick Street. There was a garden place here at one stage. That plant's NQ. The one that's next to the Mobile, basically across from 180 Edith Street. Was here. There was a pool place at one stage. Pool cleaning supplies and all that. Eslick Street. Of course, a lot of these places get turned into places where people live now. Eslick Street signage while it's still here. I don't think it's an old sign put back up. But certainly wasn't here one day when I come along, so I looked for it. Bananas for sale, banana a day. Local bananas sold here. $2 per kilo. Well, it's a lot on there. Wow. Yeah, this has had a Champions in Real Estate thing on here for a while now, boasting 4 detached homes and 1 vacant block with long-term tenancies in place, generating an income of over $74,000 per annum. West Highway frontage, close to Innisfail CBD, land bank opportunity for future development. There you go. It's not advertising, it's just showing what's here. It's where the Innisfail Cultural Complex is, Choral Society, the Jam Club and Innisfail Lioness Club, and the theatre group, an air-conditioned meeting room. Yeah, I've been down there before on video, so you don't need to mosey on down there. It was Riverside Court or something like that. I had a sign on there for years, and a couple of years ago they got rid of it, the signage off there. For a while there it was just sitting there, the sign on the ground, but it's gone now, long gone. So I'd say there's 9 units there, flats, townhouses, whatever you want to call them. Going by the numbers. Barrier Reef Motel, signage for the business centre, Flankers Point, turn right 400 metres, there's your Barrier Reef Motel. Remember when I was in high school, there was a Coke machine there that a lot of kids used to use on the way home from school. I think I used it a couple of times. Scarlett Avenue Cemetery Funeral Director, Crematorium and Uniting Church signage. Okay. Might just didn't hear that guy coming. I could have stepped out. Didn't ring a bell or anything like that. Didn't have any manners at all. Didn't say anything. Not a big fan of that. Might go down Scarlett Avenue. Yeah, at least ring your bell if you got one, or say something. Passing on your left or whatever. Passing on your right. I have a bell, so I use that. But we're just going to have a quick look at the outside of the Uniting Church. Doesn't say who the Reverend is, or pastor, or minister, or whatever they call it on there. It's been covered over. Be nice to know, to have it on there. Their website doesn't show it either, I've had a look. Just out of interest. Uniting Church Innisfail. Written on there. Yeah, it's got the old name on there. Reverend Mark Dower. Something like that. The old mobile number. Etc. That's the Uniting Church of Innisfail. So, okay. Barrier Reef Motel, Scarlett Avenue, the cemetery here. If anyone knows the details of the Baptist Church, like who runs it and that, let us know in the comments, or let us know on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Who the Reverend is, or pastor, or father, or whatever they call it. Different churches, different ways. Getting closer to the Bamboo Creek Bridge. One of the many Bamboo Creek bridges. There's one out at Mundu Road. There's these two here. There's other ones too, I forget now. Someone walking along here, so I'll have to move the camera another way eventually. out of respect. Business centre signage, cans, Bruce Highway, all that. That's our Young Performers competition, 1st of June 2026 to the 6th of June 2026. So 1st to the 6th of June. There you go. Camera the other way, as always. Morning. Nice and friendly. I'm quite happy. Big smile on her dial, as they say. That's our traffic area, 8P. Statutory holidays accepted, except as signed. It's hard to read because some of it's worn off. Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 12 noon. Saturday and Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. There you go. Yeah. The way it's written's a bit strange. Going to do correct signage. So back where we just came from. Getting close to where we're going to finish the video. Finish it at McDonald's. Go in and get a cold drink. Have a rest. Etc. This is the pedestrian bridge at Bamboo Creek. Much nicer than the old bridge, as I've mentioned before. If anyone's got photos of the old walking bridge, let us know. Feel free to put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Much appreciated. Be awesome to see the memories. People fish off this bridge. I've seen people sitting here fishing in the past. Well, it goes to the Johnston River up there, so I don't know, it still feels like rain coming. So I'll continue. This Telstra stuff here has been here for a fair while now. Straight ahead. Yeah, it's been here a fair while. It used to have Telstra written on it. They're covered over the signage. Been there a very long time now. They might have to stop the video a little sooner than anticipated. Than I expected to. The Gowan Drive down there. But yeah, this here has been uncovered and not looked after for ages. We need to finish all the work on it and close it up. It's been like that for a few years now. Cyclone charter signage. So on at the Costco. No, it's not Hogan and Hogan anymore across there. It's not Hogan and Associates. Had to say it in a way of a guy that I know that talks like that. Hello. Another beautiful day in paradise, Mr. Brad. Costco, the one that was in Owen Street, next to the QML, Queensland Medical Laboratories, laboratory, whatever they call it. You get your blood test done. Hey, I saw them that it had been painted. And there's been people in Roscoe's a few times tonight, in the old Roscoe's. So I wonder what's going on in there, if anything. So I wonder if still the same people, Hogan and Hogan people, just changed to this Costco. C-O-S-C-A. Don't know. We'll get better photos when we get up closer, so we don't have to zoom in as much, so the quality's better. It is raining. Oh, the old Hogan and Associates. Oh, yes, a know a guy who talks just like that. It's another beautiful day in paradise, yeah. But anyway, there's the rain. But yeah, business, advisory, strategic, accounting, personal wealth. Value.vision. Hogan, oh, it's got Hogan House written on it. So I don't know. Might be still something to do with Hogan. It's got the name still there, the Hogan name. For history. Now, a couple of photos. Anyway, let's get out of the rain. Yeah, Hogan House. Written on there. You'll see that in the photos at the end of the video, so bear with me, otherwise I'd stop and zoom in. It's near impossible when it's raining and I want to get out of the rain. Kmart, Domino's, Subway, this is Clare Street. I'm going over now. The works department just there. Then we go to Subway. Nice flowers to my left. Sorry, I'm sort of rushing. I am rushing. Backpackers Shack. The old Roscoe's there. Fine, normal. Yeah, it's a little rushy at the moment, but bear with me. Subway. And then Domino's. Keep recording while we're undercover. Mission Australia. Fine, normal. Pardon me. Domino's is. Whew. Used to be an ATM down here. Anyway, we might stop just past here. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's the bestest times, keeping memories alive for us for future generations to see. Stay tuned for the photos. Check the links in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. That's always the best way to help the channel out. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. All the usual things. Share the videos on social media. Let people know that it exists. Johnny Motors will be opening at 9 AM on Monday the 23rd of March. That's today. Well, there you go. Photo of that. We're at it, even though by the time I put it up, it'll be out of date. Westinghouse Outdoor Power Equipment. There you go. Used to have a real estate agent in there. It's part of it. But anyway, feel free to add your own photos to our new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Keep it all G-rated. We've been to the card wall and including and in between. Stay safe, stay cool, stay dry, and we'll catch you in the next one. Might go just inside McDonald's and stop the recording, but yeah, stay tuned for the photos and check out the part 1 if you haven't already seen it.